go to topic one. First of all, what is cryptocurrency? Now, cryptocurrency, like we all know, crypto. I'm sure by the virtue of you watching this video, you are viewing my screen. So, you can read the definition. I'll go more into explanation. Now, first of all, cryptocurrency is a digital asset. When we say something is digital, meaning it is something that is done over the internet or it's done over a computer, basically. So it's something you cannot really see physically, but it is there, done, it's transactionary over the computer, over the internet. Now, when we say something is an asset is something that, grows with time, it builds value with time. Now, you can liken an asset to, real estate, where you're buying some properties when they are relatively low and waiting for the price to pump up and you sell at a profit. So we're talking about assets. It is something that brings more money to the table. Then it's designed to work as a medium of exchange, meaning you can exchange one crypto for another. That is why on Binance, when you talk about trade pairs, you can see Bitcoin versus USDT, Bitcoin versus BNB. You can exchange them for different pairs. And you can also exchange them for your normal Naira, dollar, pound, whatever it is. So it serves as a medium of exchange. In other words, you can use it to also buy things in the real life, That's why, of recent, MasterCard has been thinking of how to also put crypto as a means of payment on the MasterCard options. Now, having said this, I'm sure many of you have seen something like cryptography and something. Now, cryptography is a means of securing connections, transactions from person to person. That stuff which you see on blockchain, where once you're sending crypto from point A to point B, it should not be intercepted. Thus, there's a whole level of what security. Now, having seen what crypto is, let us now take a look at what crypto trading is. This we shall see in our next slide. We are back. Now, what is crypto trading and how do we end with it? First of all, crypto trading is one of the main sources of getting profit from cryptocurrency. Now, permit me to say this here. When you want to make money from crypto, there are two ways you can make money actually. It is either you're an investor or you're a trader or you're both. Yeah, it can be both. What an investor does is this. He sees a coin or he sees, just like a real estate guy, he sees a property and he's like, okay, in the next 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, this is worth a fortune. So he buys a cryptocurrency down and he's not anxious to sell it. He's not anxious about the immediate price of the crypto or of the assets. He leaves it for years. This was the idea or the brain of those who bought Bitcoin as far back as 2013 and waited 8 years later for Bitcoin to, what was less than $1 to eventually become, as at the time of recording this, 33,000 US dollars. That's the mindset of what an investor. Now we have two types of investor. They are short-term investors, long-term investors. However, on trading involves buying a cryptocurrency. You do not hold it, as long as an investor. Once the price increases, you sell, hoping the price comes down again. You buy at a lower rate. Once it increases, you sell. So the slogan "buy low" is what we see in crypto. You're buying a coin when it's low and you're selling it when it's high. That is how crypto trade works. However, there are some things we really need to know before you delve into crypto trade. I've had a course to interact with so many people, and one feedback I get usually, it's a very funny feedback. Is some people say, crypto is scam. I'm like, why is crypto? And like, I've lost a whole lot of money to crypto. I'm like, really? How did that happen? And they're like, okay. And they told me about this coin. I bought this coin. I did this. I did that. I bought $100,000 worth of this coin. And 2 weeks after, a month after, the coin, the value dropped of that coin. I sold my 100,000 Naira, for example, which I invested in the coin, reduced to 80. And I was like, this money is going down, or it's going down. And I quickly sold. That was how I lost 20,000 Naira. That's how I lost 20,000. Most times, despite the fact it's a painful story, I end up laughing just the way I'm laughing right now, because I'm like, who does that? Now, many people feel, or many people have lost their money to crypto for various reasons, which I'll highlight some, or the basic ones. However, before you talk about crypto trading, there's some things you should be able to know. These three things. First of all, you should be able to analyze crypto coins. You should be able to use charts. Now, you might not be able to use charts fully, but you should be able to understand what a chart is. Now, let's quickly go into Binance. and have an idea of how a chart looks like. So this is the Bitcoin BUSD exchange. Now these things you're seeing here, let me show you this. And this is a chart. This box you see here, everything you see here is the chart. This is a Bitcoin chart. Now this tells you according to the various dates. You can see some of the dates marks or time in here. So this simply tells you according to the various dates, this is the price, the upward, the downward, the upward and the downward movement. Now the goal of every crypto trader is to buy at this point and sell. Okay, let me clean this off. To buy at this point and sell at this point. This is what every crypto trader wants. Now, for most of you who, for example, due to poor knowledge in crypto, had bought here and then ended up selling here, these are the set of people probably because you were not knowledgeable. So we are hoping that at the end of this presentation, if you're going to watch from topic 1 to topic 7, at least you can be among the elites, crypto traders. So you should be able to understand this graph. Now, when we're talking about understanding a graph, when people will start saying, does it have to do with fundamental analysis or technical analysis? Well, a little bit of it. But at this stage, even if you're not grounded in fundamental or technical analysis, a bot to improvise in your trades. Now, let us now go to why many newcomers leave crypto on a sad note. Wow, I love this smiley. You can see this is how many of us enter. When we enter, we're like this, but when we leave, we're like this other smiley up here. Now, first of all, one thing is wrong orientation. Now, it's usually painful when people come to, when I see people telling other people about crypto, and like, hey, in crypto, you can make 100% in 2 days. I'm like, you can make, your 100,000 naira can turn to 1 million in 10 days. Like, you watch some YouTube videos, how I made my first $18,000 in crypto in 5 minutes. Damn, it's possible. People have made that actually. But let's be objective here. Crypto isn't really that easy, or is it not really that juicy? Many of us still have this idea of Ponzi schemes, right? Where in a Ponzi scheme, you're like, bring your money in 2 hours, I will give you maybe 75%. Those binomo guys which we see on Facebook frequently who enter our DMs. If you've experienced that on Facebook, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Now, this whole idea of Ponzi has really eaten deep into so many people, and we think crypto is Ponzi. No, crypto is not Ponzi. Crypto is like every other real life investment. Now, let me ask you this. As a businessman, if you want to enter the market 10 million naira or dollar, at the end of 30 days or 60 days, that's 2 months, are you hoping of getting a 100% return? Like, are you hoping of turning that 100 million or 10 million naira to 20 or 30 million in 60 days in a real life business? I guess that would be rare. But when it comes to crypto, everybody's looking for, to the moon coins, everything like, I just want to make 1,000%, all of, my $10 should turn to $1,000, right? I mean, that's crazy. So this wrong orientation has actually made many of us lose in crypto. That's why you see people buying some kind of shit coins with the hope that shit coin is going to get, it's going to go so high, and next thing the shit coin liquidates and nothing is in your balance again. But your $100 is worth $0. Now, second thing is impatience. Another reason why many people lose in crypto. Many of us are impatient. So what does impatience do to you? Impatient is when you're buying a coin when it's high, when the fever is there, the FOMO, fear of missing out, right? You don't want to miss out the coin and you buy, and suddenly the coin doesn't grow, but rather what happens? It starts dropping, and like, hey, this coin is dropping, let me quickly sell before the coin kills me, before Bitcoin kills me, let me sell off my Bitcoin. And this is what happened in, I think, March, when Bitcoin was still about $40,000. I was in a WhatsApp group where I was training people, and I was like, hey, it's good to buy Bitcoin, it has prospects in the long term actually, but do not go and sell your property, because I got a wind of somebody wanted to do that. Do not sell property, do not take loans to buy crypto. And some people are like, why? Like, you don't want us to benefit from this thing? Like, which kind of admin are you self? I'm like, yeah, it's going to grow, but the truth is, if you are in crypto, for example, with borrow deep, that kind of person is able to hold for long, for the price to rebound in order to avoid a loss. So impatience actually has led some of us. So just true to those things I said, the price of Bitcoin reached up to $64,000. And the person who actually sold properties, who actually did one or two other things to buy the Bitcoin, we are happy. We're like, did we not tell you, Alex? Did we not tell you? We've made a whole lot of profit. I was like, okay, start taking profit, start selling off gradually to take profit. Like, no, Bitcoin is going to reach 70,000. It's going to exceed. It's going to get to a new all-time high. Wow. And shortly, I think that was April 13, if I'm not mistaken, the whole Elon Musk saga, and, Bitcoin started dipping till eventually got to $28,000. Though it bounced back. Right now we're at $33,000, and I now had to take the last laugh. I was like, "Hey, boss, how far now? Is Bitcoin at $70,000? And it's a scam. This, that, after selling." I was like, you don't have to cry foul. We were actually warned. That's how many of us have lost to crypto. I'm like, okay, so what are you doing now? Are you holding the value of Bitcoin, or what have you done? And he said he has sold off at a loss. You see, that was because probably he had taken money, he had sold the property, he had, just to enter the market, and probably now it's time to pay back. This is how many of us have lost to crypto. Then the last one is those who rush into crypto because people are entering crypto. You know what they say about the computer now: garbage in, garbage out. You rush in, you rush out. That's it basically. Now, before we talk, I said something earlier, like somebody who, for example, enters a market with 10 million naira, if he's hoping to get a whole 100% in how many days. And I'm sure your replies would vary depending on your mindset of investment. Now, I will just quickly go into a Royal Q account, a Royal Q trade account, and we're going to implement some here. So we're going to be checking out a trade account or a trade history from 1 week and see if indeed Royal Q is something worth doing. So this is an account that is trading Matic, WRX, AVE, FTT, Kava, and NEO. And let us look at our revenue. So this account is trading about $440. It started trading on the 22nd May. Today is relatively 2nd of May. So this is about 10 days interval. And in 10 days, we've been able to make 35 USDT from trading $440. So let us go into the calculator. That should be 8%, if I'm not mistaken. 8% of $440. Okay, I think this should be about 9. So this is an average of 9% that has been made in 10 days. By yourself. Now note, with Royal Q, you're not investing with a company that will, one day end up folding up or something. You're simply trading by yourself. Like, you're putting your money where your mouth is. Let me put it that way. Now, many of us have lost money because probably a company tells us, hey, bring money, we'll invest for you and we'll give you back at the end of the month. Man, that's bullshit. Anything that has to do with central funds, be careful, because in as far as the central fund and you do not even have a direct access to the central fund, if a company decides to wake up today and say we are going ghost, and there is nothing you can do rather than cry, tears, right? Hey, Royal Q family, how you doing? Happy Sunday. This recording is on a Sunday. If I'm not mistaken, today is 20th of June, 2021. Now, today we want to talk about what every beginner in Royal Q needs. Now, the first of all is you need a Binance account and you need the Royal Q bot. Now, you can see my bot here already. Yeah, but I don't have a Binance account. Not I don't have, but I have to uninstall it because number one question people have been asking is, how do I use Binance? Number two problem is, I have Binance, but they're not very, my ID and so many other things. Can I still trade? So today we'll be checking if we can trade on Binance. So first of all, I would need to download Binance. Now, what is Binance? Every marketer, you need a market. If you are trading something, you need a market or a shop to trade, right? So same thing with crypto. If you are trading Forex, for example, you need a broker. If you're trading crypto, you need an exchange. Binance is the world's #1 exchange for crypto. This is what Royal Q uses. So you need to have a Binance account to be able to operate your Royal Q bot. So this is presentation 1. How do we get our Binance? I'm using an Android phone. If you're using a phone, you could also go to your Play Store or your App Store. So I would first of all go to my Google Play Store. You can see that here. So let us now search for Binance. Let's go Binance or Binance. I don't know the right ones. Some will say Binance, some will say Binance. So I want to install it. So we can't be waiting for the installation to happen. So let me pause the video. Once we install it, we'll open. So guys, welcome back. Our Binance has been installed. So I will just click on open. But rather than, let me just go back. So let me add it to my presentation folder. So let me just add, where's Binance? Let me adjust the position right after the bot. Okay. So presentation, this is the Binance. So I'll now click on it to open. I just have to do this to make my presentation simpler. So when I'm minimizing and I'm coming to this page, so I'll click on Binance or Binance, as some would say. So Binance, It's loading. Now, I'll click on enter app here. So I do not have the Binance account. So basically, I need to register. So you can see register here. It's already in the register. It's already in the register aspect. If you already have an account, you click here, login here, login. So I need to register. So I will enter the email. Now this is a dummy account, but I can still work with it. So I'll just enter an email so you can see the email. For the password, I would need to post this and type the password I would want to use. So I've typed the password. Now, usually you would need a referral ID. It's optional, but if you're seeing this in YouTube, well, you could support more of these videos by, checking the referral ID in the description. So just click on it to type the referral ID. Then make sure you check this. You agree to the terms and conditions. Then you click on this to go to the next page. So it's loading. Now you can see security verification. What I simply need to do, I don't know, usually this part doesn't work on screen recording. So I don't know if this part is recording right now. If it's not recording, meaning you'll be seeing a blank screen. But let me describe what you would see. Just in case it's, I know the last time I did a recording like this, it didn't show when I was playing it back. So you see a puzzle and down you see something like slide to complete the puzzle. So just slide it in to where the other one is. I do hope you'll be able to see this. I'm hoping and I'm praying. So once you slide it, you see it completes. Now you'll be in the next page. I hope this also shows, which shows verification code. A code has been sent to my email. So all I need to do is minimize. This is my email here, or that particular email. You can see Binance, an email, a message from Binance. So I'll click on it and I'll just simply come here to copy this code. So having copied the code, I'll come back again to Binance and paste the code and click on submit. So they're asking me questions. Oh, have you purchased crypto before? Of course I have. So I'll just click on whatever. If you have not, be truthful, but I think I have. So I have, and I'll click on next. Select your country or region. Automatically it has filled in Nigeria because they can see my IP address. So Nigeria, beautiful. What kind of fiat currency do you use to buy crypto? Well, I'll just click on next. So congratulations, customization complete. Verify identity. This is where most of us always have problem. So, but for now, I'll go to home page. I'll click on home page. So, beautiful. Voila. Whoa, hoo la la. So, here I am. Wow. These coins are not doing well, or Bitcoin is special. So, now, sometimes you might open your new Binance account. You will see it will have a different version. It will be in the light version. So just come to this place I've cycled here. That's your profile. So when I say go to your profile, yeah. So you can see there's already an instruction here. Switch between Binance Lite and Pro version. So sometimes by default it will be in light. So meaning light, just this is how light will look like. It's switching to light now. This is how the light version will look like. I don't like this light version. It's not professional. So if you're watching this video, I want you to be a professional trader. So we'll go back and switch it back to professional, which should be our default. So I'll click on my profile again here, this upside here, and click on it and off this. Where I go press again? Okay. And off this. So, yeah, in the professional version. This is how your Binance should look like as a professional trader. So we are here. Now the first step is verification. Let us go back again to profile. My profile, that small head on top. We'll click it. Now you can see up here, it's showing verify. Meaning I should verify. But right now, I already have an account. So just for the sake of a tutorial, that's why I had to use another email to open this Binance account to still show you that even without a proper verification or a second stage verification, I can still trade. But there are some limitations. So let me click on verify. So it's loading. You can see personal verification. Confirm your residential country here. Okay, so I'll click on this This is where I'm clicking on this upside to confirm their country. So I'll just, in this search folder here, I'll type Nigeria. Nige, this Nigeria. So this is my residential country. Okay. So now if I do this stage one, you can see this area. There's one, there's two, there's three. So for stage one verification, if you verify in stage one, these are your entitlements. First of all, in deposits, this was when, before CBN stopped cryptocurrencies or stopped banks from funding crypto exchanges. After that time, you can deposit up to $300. Once you deposit up to $300, they will not allow you until you do your second step verification. And also, you can withdraw up to $300 without verification. But once you've been able to withdraw $300, you need to verify with your ID card or any national document. But right now, these two are not even available to those who are verified. So meaning you cannot deposit directly, you cannot even withdraw directly. So basically, this doesn't affect anybody. But the only problem or the only limitation is peer to peer. Peer to peer is where you can get to buy crypto on Binance. That is only for those who are verified. And the reason is because on peer to peer, you need to verify your identity because your account number must match your name. So if, for example, you are buying from somebody on peer to peer and maybe the person is not online to attend to you, you can easily message what's it called now, your bank statement to prove that you actually sent it to the seller. So automatically they would deduct that money from the seller's peer-to-peer wallet and pay you. So for you to be able to do this, you need to be a verified Nigerian. And that's why you cannot do peer-to-peer, both on buying and selling. Then here you can now see crypto limits. Crypto limits. Now, crypto limits, what this means is you can deposit unlimited, any amount you want to put, you can deposit, and your withdraw, the highest you can withdraw is 2 Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin as of right now is $33,000. So 2 Bitcoin should be $66,000. So if you know you want to be trading that kind of big money up to $66,000, then better look for a way to verify. Otherwise, you can, even without verification, or for those who are having problem with verification, you can trade and do everything, would experiment, all that. So let us cancel this. So let me now go to verify now, to verify this stage one. So I'll verify now. So first name. So I can't really use my name, but let me use somebody just in case maybe in case I would need to do second step verification, I can use the person's details. So let me just use Freedom. Let's say show. Okay, date of birth. You can see date of birth. When was this person born? No. I think it was in the year. Oh, it should be 1990 something, 1998, November 12th. Okay, so name and all that's complete. So I'll click on continue. Click on continue here. So continue. So the street address, let me just post it and fill. So you can see. So account verified. So I'm on stage one verification. With these, I can do all those things I said earlier. You can send unlimited amount of crypto into this Binance, and I can withdraw unlimited. And I can withdraw only 2 BTC at most. So if I want to upgrade again, so I'll click on upgrade. Then this is where I now have to use my ID card. Now, the kind of ID cards you have is, you can either put international passport, you put it here. If you have driving license, you fill it. Then if it's any other ID card like voter's card and the rest, you put it here. Voter's card, of the official national ID card, or the NIN, the original one, not those paper slip, the original one. And I think basically those are the things you would need. I don't have any of them because this is just a test account. So if it's passport I want to use, I'll click on passport, I'll click on continue. If it's driver's license, I click on driver's license, I click continue. But since I don't have any of them, I just want to show you. So for those who have clicked on continue, it will ask you to snap front and back. After snapping, another page will open for you to verify your face. It will ask you to put your face close to the camera. Just follow the instructions, and boom, you are verified. So this is for first step verification. Let us see what we can do without all this whole stress. So I'm going back. I verified stage one. So I want to send money into this wallet to see if I can trade, if I can buy and sell. If I can buy and sell automatically, I can use the robot to buy and sell for me. So let me go to my wallets. I have 0 naira. This is a new account. So let me click on sports. You can see sport here. Sports. So I'll click on sports. So I need to look for USD. I want to send USDT from my real queue. Let me send USDT. PQRSTU. Sometimes you might even forget all these alphabets. All right, so USDT. Now to deposit, I need to click on to send money to this wallet. I need to click on deposit. But sorry, I forgot something. Yes, I forgot something very important. For you to be able to use your Binance well, please note where I stopped. I have to go back and set my security. Now, you need a two-step verification to be able to do, because if I go and deposit, they will ask me for it. So let me better do it before I go there. And this is why some of us are having problem with our verification also. So with our binding, let me solve this problem once and for all. Let me come back to my profile. That's where I stopped. Sorry, I jumped. I'll come and click on security. You can see security here. So I'll click on it. Now you can see only one security is turned on, which is email verification. I need to turn on at least two of them to be able to do some other transaction. So the one I want to turn is SMS verification. That's one I want to turn on. So I'll click on SMS verification. So you can see they're asking me to on it. I'll on it now. So the number I want to use, just type Nigeria. First of all, you need to take the Nigeria country code +234, and the number. Let me even check for the number. Let me just pause the video first. Okay, let's say I want to use 70704495 07044956487. So I'll click on confirm. So what happens now? They will send me a code to the number to make sure I have access to the number. So I'll click on send code. Then they also send a code to my email. I'll click on send it and go to my okay, sorry, it took a little bit to 881225. Then I also go to my email like you saw the other time. I'll go to my email. So you can see. So I'll copy this one too. Go back and click on submit. Okay, 881225 now. Okay, click on submit. So you can see successful. Anytime I want to do a transaction, I want to send money out, I want to do anything, they would first of all send me an email to this particular one. So I would go back now and go back to where I was, wallets. Remember that was where I was before I paused the video, or before I skipped and went back. So I'll go to wallets. I'll go to USDT as usual, and I'll go to deposit. I want to deposit money. Now let me explain this. There are various chains that you can send USDT to. We have ERC20, BEP20, BEP2, and TRC. Now, if somebody is supposed to send USDT to you, or some coins, basically, not all coins have this, but some coins have this, please always ensure you tell them send it to a TRC20, meaning okay, let me go to Binance. People say I deviate a lot, but I do this for a purpose. On Binance, if you want to send money to somebody, for example, say you go to withdrawal, like you want to send money to somebody. Once you type the wallet address here, I'm not a novice. Stop. Okay. On Binance, if you type the wallet address here, automatically it will tell you of BEP20 if it's ERC or if it's TRC. It's Binance. That's why they are the number one. But not every other wallet. Some wallets they will tell you they'll make it specific. On this wallet, you can only send to TRC20. So what this means is if you want to send from that kind of wallet, you need to come here. You need to come here and particularly select TRC20 to receive your USDT in TRC20. So basically on RealQ, if you want to remove money from RealQ, you would also send it to only TRC20. So I'll click on TRC20. You can see it has given me another wallet address here. You can compare, you can see it. This is another wallet address. So I'll copy it. I'll click on it to copy it. Then I now need to log into my RealQ. Let me just pause. Okay, I've copied it. I've logged into so I need to go to my RealQ now. I want to send, I have about, okay, sorry for that slight pause. So I'm in my RealQ now. You can see I have about 51 USDT here. why is cumulative profit opening? Okay, I have about 50, so I have about 51 USDT here. So, and this USDT, I know so many people have been asking, how do I withdraw money from Royal Q? So let me just teach you this. Remember, if you are trading, all your trades are done in Binance. So if you want to withdraw, you withdraw from Binance. Or if you're into the network marketing aspect, remember I told you all, if you refer somebody, they pay you $30 for every person that buys a bot through your invitation code. That's why the invitation code is very important. So this is where the money accumulates. So how do you now withdraw this money from invitation code? Some of you have been asking, is it real? Will they pay me $30? How much is real? Let's see. Let's see how it works. So I'll click on my assets here. So I'll click on withdrawal. You can see withdrawal here. So I'll click on withdrawal. So you can see TRC20 is set here. So if you are sending, send to only TRC20. If you put any other chain, you will lose your money. So send to only TRC20. Let me resound this. So I'll paste the TRC20 here. How much I want to send? For the sake of this tutorial, let me send 30. Let me send $30. I'll put my transaction password. Okay, let me pause this to do this. My transaction password. Okay, then I'll click on send. A verification email will be sent to me to ensure I'm the one doing this transaction. Here you can see transaction fee is $2. If you're sending from RealQ, they'll charge you $2. So for any amount at all, even if it's 1 million, it's still just $2. It's a fixed transaction fee. So let me pause it and go to my email. So you can see I'm in my email, RealQ validation email. So I'll just click it down, click on copy, and go back and paste it. So I'll click on confirm. Then when I'm in this page, I'll click on this box here, this box here, this one. So I'll click on it and click on confirm. So let us look at the time. This is 1:42 p.m. Let us wait and see how long it would take before it enters our Binance working with Royal QE. So you can see they've already told me -30 here, withdrawal -30. So I'll pause it. Beautiful. This is 1:44, as you can see on top of my screen. So 2 minutes after, we have $28 in our, what's it called now? In our Binance. Let me refresh it so you can see the USDT here. What's wrong with my network? Okay, you can see my USDT here. Straight up, $28. So meaning I can send out of Binance. Now let us even see if we can trade. So let us imagine I want to trade. I'll go to markets. You all know markets now. I'll go to markets. Let's say I want to now buy on my own as a personal trader. I want to buy Bake or Kava or Bitcoin. Anyone, let me just type Kava versus USDT. So one Kava is 3.6. You can see the fall in price. Let me just click on buy. I'll click on buy. Now I did not. Okay, let's say I want to just buy $10 worth of cover or $15 worth of cover. $15 worth of cover will give me 4 cover. So let me just click here. So I'll click on buy cover. So it has scheduled to buy. So once the price enters this, you can see it's scheduled here. So once it buys, automatically it will show you success and buy. You don't need to wait. You can just close it. So in the meantime, let me still come and show you something very important. While it is buying, let me show you something. Let me go back to Cover, for example. Let me open Cover. Now you can see it is using line graph. You can see it is line up and down line. As a professional trader, you need to use candlesticks for a reason. You get why? Let me just put it there. So I'll come here to this place that's showing line. You can see line there. I'll click on it. Okay, let me see what's happening. Let me see. Let me refresh. I don't know why. It's supposed to respond and show me an option for candlesticks. Or let me just pause it and figure out what's wrong. Oh, okay, I've been able to figure it out. Okay, now you can see the line here, meaning it's on the line format. It's showing you the line. For you to see it in candlesticks, all you need to do is just click a time frame. What I mean by time frame, you can see 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day. So once you click on any distance, it will change automatically to candlesticks for you. So let me click on 15 minutes, for example, candlestick. So with these, you can easily see how the market is faring. You can see, right? Now, if you want it to be on the PC view, like you want to see it like your laptop, full screen, as if you want to rotate your screen, click on this place here. You can see where, let me go back. You can see here. Um, you can see where this arrow, this up arrow, you can click on it. It will show you full screen. You can see it's not like a laptop, right? Full screen. So if you can still click on this same arrow up here, so you can see. So basically that's it. So our cover is still there. It has not bought yet because it has not reached the price. We put it to buy at 3.606, but right now it has increased to 3.68. So I'll just click on cancel to cancel it and buy again. I just want to show people that you can still trade. So let me put it at the present price, 3688. I want to buy $15 worth and let us buy. Okay, insufficient. What happened? Sorry, let me go back. I don't think. Cover USDT. Okay, let's put it there. Let us. Okay, I clicked on sell. Sorry. The arrow was here before. So I brought it back to, I want to buy, not sell, because I don't have it before. So I want to buy $15 worth of cover. That will give me 4 cover. And I want to buy at 36966. So I'll click on buy cover. So you can see it is slated for buying. That's why you can see an arrow here, a golden or yellow arrow. So once it reaches, oh, beautiful, it has bought. So let us go back to our wallet and refresh it. You can see we now have cover, we have USDT. Let me now go back again and sell my cover. So if we can do this, meaning the bot can work for us, so no need of killing yourself. But in the shortest possible time, try and verify, get your ID. Those who don't have ID, it's not difficult getting the national ID in Nigeria. Apart from Binance, you need it for other things. So right now, since I want to sell, I'll click on sell. So let's say I want to sell the same cover. And I have about 4. Okay, let me just put 100% here, 100%. I want to sell everything. So I'll click on 100%. And I'll click on sell cover, automatically sell it for me. Automatically it has sold. Let us now go back and refresh again. Just swipe it down to refresh. So it's refreshing. So you can see USDT is back, 28 USDT. So let us now see if we can send out of Binance. If we can send, meaning everything is set, we are good to go. So let me now go back to my Royal Q bot and copy the address. So right now, I'll click on deposit. After clicking on deposit, I'll click on copy address. Click on copy address. So I would go back to Binance, click on USDT, click on withdrawal. Now I'll paste the address. Automatically, it'll show me TRC20. That's the beautiful thing with Binance. It will detect the address for you. So I'll click on maximum. I'll click on withdrawal. So I'll click on confirm. So as usual, they will send me a code to my phone number and to my email. So I just need to get this code. I'll click on send code, click copy them. So we have copied them and I'll just click on submit. So my money has been sent out. The question you now ask is, what if I want to withdraw my money? Since I cannot sell on P2P, how do you do it? Now, there are different ways you can buy and different ways you can sell. First of all, if you want to do real Q and you want to buy, let's say you're in this condition of those with Binance problem, meet your upline or tell your upline to help you one and you trust, tell him to help you buy if he has a verified Binance account. There are also those we call the vendors. There are those who sell USDT up and down. If you need extra help, feel free to message me. If you're watching this on YouTube, my WhatsApp link or my phone number should be in the description. Otherwise, if somebody is sending it to you, then feel free to hit me on 0905917551551. If you're outside Nigeria, you can use the +234 country code, +234 9059175513. So this is the first part of the presentation, how to use Binance. Then the next one is how to get our bot, and we'll continue from there. Get selling our normal properties. We just want something else to be making money from us for us through what crypto. Now, crypto trading bots are automated software that helps you to buy and sell cryptocurrency at the correct time. The main goal of this software is to increase revenue and reduce losses and risk. You can read all the other presentations. Now, there are different types of trading bots in the market. We have Trality. Trality is going for 59.9. That's $60 a month. We have 3 going for $49 a month. This is Wonderbit going for 49.9, $50 a month. And this is Royal Q. Royal Q is going for $100 a year. Now mark the difference. The others are monthly. This is yearly. And we will now ask ourselves, it's too cheap now, right? Because imagine a bot that's charging you 49.9, $50 a month in a year. That should be like $600. And this one is just charging us $100 for a year. Are you sure it's effective? Well, let us see for ourselves. So I head a step further. Now, how does the Royal Q make the work easier? Now, before we talk about this, you can read the slides for yourself. Permit me to read out this particular one. Now, first of all, Royal Q is a quantitative bot. There are two types of bots, or two major types of bots. We have the quantitative bots or the algorithm bots. Now, and I will try and draw a quick difference. Now, permit me to read. Quantitative trading is a type of market strategy that relies on mathematical and statistical model to identify and often execute opportunities. The models are driven by quantitative analysis, which is where the strategy gets its name from. Now, quantitative analysis uses research and measurement to strip complex patterns of behavior into numerical values. Well, this might sound like big English, but the simple thing is a quantitative bot basically uses measurement, uses statistics, and it implements this statistic, into your trade. Now, this simply tells you that a quantitative bot helps you apply the very well as a normal crypto trader. An algorithm bot, on the other hand, does not just apply. Okay, algorithmic traders use automated systems that analyze chart patterns, then open and close position on their behalf. The one difference is this: for an algorithm bot, it uses chart patterns, it studies the market, it claims to study the market, and it helps you open and close trades for you. And it also gives you trade signals. So for those who have been asking, does Royal Q tell us this coin is good, buy it? And does it sell off all of a sudden? So many questions. Well, Royal Q is a quantitative bot and not an algorithm bot, meaning the Royal Q does not give signal. So just like we've seen, it is the trader himself that picks a coin he wants to trade. He studies the coin and he sets some patterns, which we call the strategy. And all the bot does is to execute this strategy for you. Now, this being said, as also regard another question, if the bot makes a loss. In actual sense, Royal Q doesn't really make a loss for you, because if the market is not favorable to what you've set for the bot, it doesn't execute itself. Meaning it doesn't use the stop loss ideology that the algorithm bot uses. Now, why? For those who have done Forex and have experienced losses in their trades, the bot automatically concluding trades for them and they make. The algorithm bot is so programmed to use the stop loss function. So let us say you've bought a coin at $10 and the price of that coin reduces to $8. What an algorithm bot would do is this: automatically it would sell. If the price is going to $8, it would think to itself, this price would likely reach $5, or the coin would likely drop to $5. Let me sell now that it's $8, so that boss, my Oga, will just make only $2 loss. But it has failed to understand that you bought actually at 10 and your aim was to sell higher, right? And now it has sold lower, you've made a $2 loss, or you've incurred a $2 loss. That is how an algorithm bot works. But for a quantitative bot, it simply tells itself, Oga said I should sell at a particular amount. And if it doesn't get to that level, I am not selling. So I cannot just take a loss or an unnecessary loss. Let me give you a concrete example here. This is Matic. I'm trading Matic. And you can see at presently, from the point of my entry into the market, the price has dropped by minus 10%. And it has incurred a floating loss. You can see floating loss here. What this simply means is it is not an actual loss. But if I choose to go and manually cancel this trade and sell by myself, this is the loss I will make. But the bot is still waiting for the price to appreciate, for it to enter the market and take profit for me. So it is a floating loss. This is not a loss yet. Now, you would only make a loss probably if you are impatient. For example, those who borrow money, to do the trade, and maybe it's payday, you're supposed to pay back in a foreseeable time, and the market is now deep, and you're like, damn, I need to just cancel this trade manually. Now, somebody will now ask, what's the difference between these and the manual trading? I can also do this on Binance, right? I said once it's low, I will wait for it to take profit before I sell, right? I will soon go into the advanced settings of this bot for you to understand. But in the meantime, just in a while, and I'll continue this presentation. I'm just going to pause the video. So we are back. So before we even continue this, let us even ask ourselves, with the rare keyboard, where does it come from? How long has it been in existence? And in fact, let us have a little idea of this bot. Actually, this bot was made in Indonesia. It's an Indonesian bot. And for those of us who know when to trade in forex, when it comes to making of bots, the best places you could get bots and the best people when it comes to crypto and forex trading are those in Indonesians. Man, those guys are good. So Railk is an Indonesian bot, though its headquarters is in Singapore, and it's been on since 2017. Amazingly, I'm sure you'll be asking yourself and you'll be biting yourself like, how come I just came to know about this in 2021? Well, don't blame yourself too much. Before now, it's more of a private licensing. What this simply means is this: if you want to get the bot, you simply go to the office of Railk, you license the bot, and you have a permission to trade the bot. So most of these guys back then who hold of it, those who tell you we want to trade for you, will make steady profits, we give you so and so a day. Basically, many of them are using bots like this, quantitative bots like this. However, February this year, 2021, the company thought to itself, like, why limit these bots to just some certain individuals? It will do us more good, we'll have more popularity if we make it public. Anybody can have it because crypto is becoming a new normal. Let people get to learn how to trade, let people get to learn how to invest. So that is how Railk came about. So I think we have a better idea now. So let us now go back to understanding this bot. This is the main, this is the core of our discussion today. Now, like I said something earlier about the dollar cost average, right? Now, Railk is so programmed in a way to help you work with the dollar cost average. First of all, let me now go into various functions. So here right now, you can see these are coins I'm trading. These are coins I'm trading. So for those who will be asking, is it that you're trading in the bot? No, I'm not trading in the bot. Every coin you see here, oh yeah, let us take note of like the first four: Matic, WRX, Aave, and FTT. So let us go to Binance and see them. So the bot is linked to my Binance. So everything I'm trading on the bot, once I pick a trade on the bot, it takes effect in my Binance. So we can see Aave, FTT, WRX, and now let us even look at my balance in USDT. I still have like 253 USDT, which has not been utilized yet by the bot. So let us come to the bot and see here in quantitative. So you can see it's still the same thing, 253 USDT. Let us come to this notification. This is an order message. Every order that is made by the bot, this is where I get the notification. So you can see there's a new buy, meaning the price of these coins are falling. You also understand this explanation. So you can see there's a new buy, new buy, new buy. It's been buying because the market has been growing deeper, deeper, deeper. Just like you saw in the example of the average. At various intervals that the market dips, I get to buy. And this is what I will explain next. You can see new sell, new sell, new buy, new sell, new buy, new sell. Meaning the bot is doing the trading for me on an automated mode. So let us now come here. So if you want to select a coin, you can see it. Just click on quantitative. So once you click on quantitative, click on search. You can search for any coin. You can search for Shiba. You can see Shiba is here. Which other coin? Wink. You should be able to see. Okay. Any other coin you want to think of? Solana. This is Solana. You can see. Just any coin you want to search for. In as far as a coin is a coin on Binance. But let me even just show. Let's see. Let's go to the Binance homepage. Let's check hot. Where you can see dots. Let us check the OT. You can see dot is here. Which other one? You can see Doge. Let us see if it's okay. Let us come to search Doge. So you can see. So once you pick a trade, so let us imagine I want to trade Solana. Just let me use this opportunity to set. So I want to trade Solana. This Solana here, right? Now I've clicked on Solana, and these are various options in the bot. Now what are these various options? And the first option here is one shot. So What one shot simply means is this: you're telling the bot one, just one transaction. Once you make profit, I do not want you to continue. I just want you to stop till I come and reset you. That is one shot. By default mode, if I don't change this, if I don't touch one shot, the bot is on cycle. Let's, for example, let us come back to the home page. You can see cycle here. Sorry. You can see cycle here. Here, there's a cycle. I mean, all these coins are on cycle. By cycle, it means it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys. That's why in the notification, the other message are saying buy, sell, buy, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and all of that. So let's go back again to Solana. So some functions of the bot. Now this other option is what we call sell. So let's say, for example, I'm having Solana already, or let me use a coin I'm having already. I'm having WRX already. So if, for example, I want to sell, like right now, the bot is supposed to sell at a particular point in time, which I have set it to sell. But if I would want to alter that, like more of a manual thing, rather than going to Binance to sell, I can easily click on sell. So I can easily click on sell. The problem is, all at the current price, sell all assets and confirm clearance. But when I click on sell, it's more like me liquidating my account, meaning at this price, I do not care again. I just want to do it. I just want to sell off my property and make the loss, probably for those who will be impatient and all that, which is totally wrong. So this is a sell option, but you can use it if, for example, you're already in profit. You can use it. So buy means you would want to manually, let's say you have USD, I sell like 253 USD, 253 USDT, and I'm like, okay, this coin at this present price now, though it is not what I have programmed, but I just want to buy and hold this particular coin at this present price. So what happens is I come here, I put the price. What price do I want it to buy? Now it's at 1.09, for example. I would say, okay, I want to buy at 1.09 and all that. I can also change the price. If I click market price means default. Use the default price of the market right now. So then amount of margin calls. So let us say, okay, I need to explain margin call before you understand this. So let me just jump over this and go and explain others and come back. So now let me come back to a new coin and set it for you so that you understand how this works. So this is Solana. Remember, we've done so many things. Only two things have not been explained for now: stop margin call and sub bin mode. This is because we need to go into trade settings first. This is where we would understand how this bot works. So I'm in my trade settings. Now, this is the beautiful thing. First of all, I have $100. Let's say I want to allocate $100 to this coin, meaning I want to trade this coin with $100. Remember, we said we use the dollar cost average, which is most effective. So I am telling the bot, hey, bot, I'm trading $100, so I'm going to be entering the market with $10 first. This is the initial amount. So every time I want to enter the market, I want to be entering the market with what? $10. So that's why you see first buy-in amount is $10. Now, the next thing we'll say is this margin call limit is 7 times. Well, I will jump this to explain other things because this is where we will set it, margin configuration. However, you can see this one, whole position take profit ratio. What this means is, I'm telling you about, I'm entering the market with, once the price increases by 1.3%, what happens? I want to take profit. Simple instruction. I'm entering the market with what? $10. But once the price increases with a 1.3% profit, I want to take, once it increases 1.3%, I want to take profit. And I'm so sure somebody will be like, is this guy okay? Of all prices, why is it at one point I would think of taking profits? Didn't he see 10%? Didn't he see 20%? Well, when they say my way is not your way, well, I'm going to explain why I prefer using a 1 point percentage rather than looking for 10 by going back to Binance. So let us imagine I'm in Binance presently, and now this is the price. So let's say the price now is at what? Theory. Okay, let's expand this. Let us see the days. So the price is at $33,000. So what? 10% of $33,000 will give us 3,300, right? 10% of 33. Sorry, what am I? 10% of $33,000 give us 3,300. So if I want to take 10% profit, meaning $3,300. So what simply means is 3,300 plus 33,000, meaning the price has to go by what? The price has to be 36,300 before I can make 10% profit on this coin. Now let us check the last time this coin entered 36,000, which is here. You can see it here, 36,000. And the last time the coin entered 36,000 was on the 29th of May. That was the last time this coin entered dollars. So that was how many days? 4 days ago. So meaning the last time it entered my take profit price was 4 days ago. Therefore, we don't know what the market will turn out to be, but the market seems to be dipping down. So the price would necessarily have to enter what? 36,000 before I make 10% if I am buying now. So it has to come back up here before I make 10%. That would be a difficult task because the way the market is so structured right now, it will be very difficult. Meaning for a day, 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days, I might not make any single trade at all. Now, let us now imagine the 1.3% methodology. So let us now use 1.3%. Okay, 1.3% of $33,000. That will be $429. So meaning once the price increases by $429, I can be in profit. So let us come back here. The price is 32,900, and 32,900 plus 429 plus 32,900 now. So once the price reaches 33,329 naira, I can take a 1.3% profit. Now let me ask you, for the viewers, is it possible for this coin to rise from here to here? Just this small movement, is it possible? If yes, if it's possible, then it is obvious that I can make 1.3% in a day. And from what we've been seeing in the market, this whole idea of going up, coming down, going up, coming down, it is possible for me to make at least 3 or 4 trades in a day with a coin. So if I'm going to be trading 3 or 4, making 3 or 4 trades in a day with a coin that is making 1.3%, meaning in one coin, I should be able to make 4% or more percent, 4 or more percent with that coin. Now, do you now see why this seems to be my favorite market or my favorite strategy on the board? So this is it, the 1.3%. Now, the next thing is what? The whole position callback profit. Now, for callback, this is where most people always ask, what is a callback? Now, this is it. Let us open the bot again. So I'm going to take it to a 5-minute graph for us to view it from a wider range. Now let us look at this bot. Let us expand it. Now, for when you're seeing the screen, do you observe this pips? The candlestick is moving up and down. You can see the upward, downward movement, right? The upward is going to move up very soon or down very soon. So you can see upward, downward movement. Now, let us say I've told the bot, hey bot, this is the 1.3% profit, right? This is where the 1.3% is, for example. And I've told the bot, once you reach here, I want you to take profits. But the way the market is going up and down, it might touch this, which will trigger the bot to take profits. But before the bot takes profits, the price has come down, just the way you are saying it, up and down. So what I'm now telling the bot is, hey, I know I told you to take profit here. But once you have been triggered to this point, even if the price comes down, if it's still within 0.3 gap, 0.3, I still want you to take profit here, whether that is the case. So once you've been triggered by the 1.3% profit, even if the price comes down, the way you're seeing this last kind of candlestick going up and down, even if it comes down and it's within the range of 0.3, I still want you to take profit for me at that level. No problem. I'm okay with that. So that's the hold position, take profit, call back. Are we together now? So we've succeeded in explaining the margin call. So what are margin calls? Margin calls is just the same instruction I told you about the dollar cost average. What we did here in this notepad. Where is it? In this notepad, where we said at various intervals you are buying, a certain percentage. So remember we said if you're going to be doing this by yourself, it's going to be extremely difficult. So but with the bot, it makes it a whole lot easier. So these are the margin calls. This is where you set your margin calls. So if, for example, I want to be trading this coin with $100, assign $100 to trade this coin, and I'm entering with $10. usually I have $90 left, so I would naturally want to put my margin call at 9. So the $90 would take care of these 9 margin calls, and this is how my margin call would be. So I'm in the market now. So the first call price, this is default. I will change it to whatever I want. So this first call price is this. Hey, but if the market falls below 3.5%, what happens? I want you to buy what? 2 times my initial value. 2 times my initial value will be, my initial value is $10, my initial entry price. So 2 times that will be $20. Now, let me explain this. This is the default strategy, and this is called the martingale strategy. Now, what is this martingale strategy? It's a strategy that came out in the 18th century. It's a strategy by gamblers. Now, what happens is this. If a gambler plays a game and he loses, the next game he plays, he uses double the amount. So that if he wins this, then it covers for this first loss. If he loses this first one, what happens? He plays times 4 the initial amount. So that if he wins this, it covers for this and also this. So these are the various strategies. So, but the problem with using this strategy on RealQ, it requires a whole lot of money. So meaning if you want to use the martingale strategy, this is 2 plus 4, that will be 6. 6 plus 8 will be 14. 14 plus 16 will be 30. 30 plus 32, 62 plus 64. Let's calculate this. 62 plus 64. So 62 plus 64, that'll be 126. 126 plus 128 plus 128. That will be 254. So what this simply means is if you want to trade this strategy, you are buying 254 places. So 254 times 10 will be about 2,540. So meaning if you want to trade one coin and you want to use $10 your initial entry, you need to have $2,540 to be able to trade that coin if you are using this strategy. It seems absurd, but it's very beautiful for those who have money. So those who are trading $30,000, $50,000, this can help them. Now, this is how this works. So if the price of a coin, for example, reduces by 3.5%, it buys this level. If it reduces by 4%, according to this default strategy, it buys this level. If it reduces by 4.5%, it buys this level. No, these are the various levels. Now, if the price now increases and, let's say this one it bought here, for example, increases, and it makes what? The 1.3%, which I've set, for example, that simply means that what? 1.3% in 16 places at a time, since he's buying this thing. So let us check it. 1.3 times 16. So automatically he makes 20% of this one. Is what he is buying 16 places. So if only this one increases by what? 1.3%, what happens? He's making 20% straight up. Let us imagine the coin now dips to the 7th margin call, and he now makes what? Another 1.3% on this. So let us now check it. 1.3%. 1.3% times 128, meaning he's making what? 166% on this last margin call. But remember, it requires a whole lot of money to be able to use this kind of trade strategy. But if you have the means, this is a very wonderful trade strategy. But like for me now, who just wants to use $100 in this coin, would I want to apply this? Simple no. So what I'll simply do is I'll just put it on the 111 level, meaning if the price of this coin falls below this level, buy one value. I'm not interested in martingale because I don't have the money yet. But time is going to come. We're going to use martingale like mad. So let me quickly set this trade for you to understand how a trade works. So this is the last. I said I need 10. I need about 9 margin calls. So let me change this to 9. So I don't know why it's not effective here. So 9, okay. Let me go to, okay, this should be 9, okay. So I'll change this to 1, 1, 1, straight up 1, because like I said, I just want to be buying $10. I don't have money for the martingale thing. So now I want to now give the bot my own parameter. So first of all, but before I do this, I need to enter the market. Let me even see what this coin or how this coin is doing. I cannot just fix a trade. Remember I said it is quantitative trading. It is not an algorithm bot that will just automatically do what it likes. You as a trader, you also need to put your own effort That's why I had to start with how to understand trades on Binance. Well, for those who might be watching this on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen my number at the first introductory page. You get to chat me up. You can also get to see my number in the description for guidance per se, and if you feel you need somebody to ask one or two questions. So let's go to Binance. Remember, we want to trade about Solana, SOL. So I'm going to come to markets. Network is a bit slow. Okay. I'm going to type Solana, SOL. So this is Solana versus what? USDT. So let me fold it. Let me see what Solana has been doing in a very long time. Now, I'm going to trade. But first of all, I need to know at least within the last 3 months or 4 months, what is the lowest place Solana has entered value. So it's presently at 31.9. But let us check how badly has Solana done thus far. You can see in recent times, the lowest place Solana has gotten to is 32. At least this is what's here. This is okay. Let me take it. I was using a 5-minute graph. That was wrong. So let me take it. So let me see it from an expanded view. So sometime in 23rd of May of June, sorry, 23rd of June. Oh, we're in July already. Oh, I've been using the wrong date in my presentation. I thought we were still in June. Solana went as low as $20. That was lowest, at least for some time now. In May, 31st of May, it went to $25. It went as low as $19, 25th of May. Okay, so it's a very volatile coin. It went as low as $21. So at least the lowest we have seen right now is $20, which is here. And it's presently in $32. So meaning 20 minus 32, the lowest minus the current price is $12, right? $12. So how many percent is that? That should be about, if I'm not mistaken, that should be about 40% of $32. Okay, now it's close to 60% of $32. So close to 60%. What does this tell us? That from the lowest drop of from the lowest point from here, this is the present price, right? This is the present price, and this is the lowest time, at least in the recent future, which was on the 23rd of June. 23rd of June. So this is tell that the gap between here and here was about 60%. Do you understand? So those who bought here at this point are making about 60% profit now, because they bought when it was 20, they are making about 60%. But now we want to enter the market here. We have to be focused about two things. It can go up, it can also come down back. That's why we want to use all our money. But I want to set the market in such a way that even if it falls back to these last 2 or 3 months, I still want to have enough for USDT to buy it. And how will I be able to do that? It is through what? My margin calls. So let me now go back and set the margin calls. So the ninth margin call here is about what? It's about 12%. And remember, the lowest is about 60%. But presently, I would not use 60. You can use 60. This me trying to just alter my trade. So I would use about 50%. So what I'm trying to say to the boss is, if Solana, for example, falls from this present price, it falls by 60. Wait, I think I made a wrong calculation. It just dawned on me I made a wrong calculation. Okay, the gap was, this is the problem. I know. 32 minus 20 is 12. So 12 should be about between 40% of 32. Beautiful. So the lowest drop is 40%, not 60%. That was where I made it. My ninth call should be within 40%. I don't know if you're following. Now look at it here. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to our Binance. This is $31, right? This is 20. The difference between this and this is $12. So meaning the $12 is what? About 40% of $31. 40% of this. So meaning the reduction between the present price and the lowest price thus far is about what? $12. So about what? 40% gain, about $12 gain, 40% gain. But those who we buy here, and if anything makes the price to come down to the same level, would make about what 40% loss. So remember, if you're entering the market, it's two ways, up or down. So I want to be very careful. So I want to set the market in such a way that if at all it comes to this position again, I still want to do what? I still want to make profit. I still want to buy. My ninth margin call will be about 40%. My eighth margin call will be about 34. My seventh margin call should be about 20. My sixth margin call should be about 24. This should be about fifth margin call should be about 20. Then this would be about 16, 12, 8, 4. Okay. 4. Okay, let me just reduce this to 3, 8, 3, 7. Okay, 3, 7, 12. So the instruction I'm giving the bot is if the price falls by 3%, buy another value. If it falls by 7%, buy another value. If it falls by 12%, buy another value. So these are the instructions. So having set this, I'll click on confirm. Then the next option, so by the virtue of this, we have attempted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this is the next option, the buy-in callback. Now remember, we are selling. We are buying $10 now. I want to sell at 1.3%. I also want to tell the bot, this one you are selling at 1.3%. If it drops by 0.5%, for example, whatever percentage I will sell, I want you to also buy it back. Meaning, once the coin makes profits at 1.3% and the price drops, I want you to buy it back. So let us go to Binance and see how this works. So I'm telling the bot, let us assume we bought a coin here. This is the coin we bought at this price. And we're telling the bot, if you rise to a 1.3, for example, I want you to sell here. Then once you fall again by another 0.5, for example, I want you to buy back. Once you rise again to 1.3, I want you to sell here. Once you buy, this will help you, save you the stress of being online 24/7 checking your trades. So I would want to use a 0.8 or 0.7. So the bot is selling as 1.3, and once the price drops back towards 0.7, it is buying that same coin back. Now the beautiful thing with this bot is this. Let us look at our margin configuration. This is what makes the bot better than a regular trader. If the bot, for example, buys a value at this fifth margin call, and this particular value which it bought here makes a 1.3 profit, it sells only this one. Do you understand? It sells only this one. What happens? So you are able to make a profit on this. So even when normal manual traders in a bear market like this, when manual traders are struggling, you are making profit because it identifies all the value it buys at a different time. So you don't have to carry a paper and pen for you to start monitoring your buying and your selling. This is another very beautiful thing about the Royal Qbot. So let us now go to another advanced setting that is very interesting. This is the distributed and take profit allocation. Now what this aspect does is this, very simple. Remember, we are using 9 margin calls. Now with this, for the first, okay, it's supposed to be, oh, I didn't confirm. Okay, I click on confirm. Okay, beautiful. So please, after setting your margin calls here, always click on confirm so that the bot knows you've confirmed it. So you can see I had to start my trade again. I need to reset this because let me just pause it and reset it to the way it was. I didn't click on confirm. So I've done everything. You can see I've reset it to the way it was. I'll click on confirm now. So now that has confirmed, I'll now come to this part here, which is the distributed and take profit allocation. This is a new feature, a recent feature, which was done on the 1st of July 1st. And let me explain how this feature works. Remember, we have 9 margin calls. Now, this is the normal analogy. Let me show you how this feature is very interesting. let us go to Binance, for example. I like showing everything on Binance. So you discover this is you trading by yourself and not, this is your life, your trading life becoming simplified. All you need to do is set the strategies. Like I said, if you're having problem with strategies or how to create a strategy, you can also get to collect my number from the description and message me. So let us imagine, okay, you are buying 10 calls. Sorry, you're buying at 10 intervals. So let's imagine you're buying here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8 you've bought here. Now, let's say the market, you can just see the market just kept on coming down to this point, for example. You cannot tell yourself, I've bought here to take a profit. All this while I've been setting 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3. But this last theory, they've fallen so low. Meaning I bought when it was very low. And I know if these coins want to rise, they will definitely rise beyond 1.3. True or false? Because they say he who is on the ground does not need fear of falling again now. So it's already at the lowest minimum. So if it's going to rise, definitely I know this coin would rise beyond 1.3. But I don't want to take this small 1.3 that I've been taking here. I want to take something bigger. So you cannot tell yourself, say, when this one I bought here at the 6th, when it's rising, at least let it rise to this level, percent. I want to take profit at 5%. I'm not in a hurry. This one I bought at the number 7. Once it rises again, I want to take another profit at 6%. This one I bought, the Rapatapata I bought very low here. Once it rises, I want to take profit of this particular one at so and so percent. Is this not beautiful? Now, this is what you tell the bot. So my 5th position, I don't want the number 1.3, it's too small. I want to increase it to 2, for example. My 6th position, I don't want the number 1.3, I want to increase it to 2.5. My 7th position, I don't want 1.3, I need 2.5. My 8th position, which is very low, I don't want 1.3, I need 3. I'm 40 already, I want 5% here. Because I know definitely for it to be very low, it would soon go higher, right? So I click on confirm. Are we getting this? Then, just like this, remember there's a callback. There's a take profit callback. So I still want to tell it the same take profit callback I used for the normal one is what I want to use as default. So after setting this strategy, like I am done with this coin. So if I want to put it on cycle mode, the coin is here like this working. So whether I'm doing any other thing, it is not my business. The bot is doing its work. Whether my phone is switched off, whether I'm out of where there's network, I've already programmed the bot. The bot takes charge. Very simple. The bot takes charge. So I'll click on confirm. So I think the Wi-Fi I'm using. Okay. So after clicking on confirm, I also need to click on this now. This is where we explain this. This sub-bin mode means this feature I'm using right now, this new feature of separating this thing here. Let me go back to trade setting. So this new feature of distributed allocation, this one that will distribute your 5th, 6th, 7, and the rest is what we call the sub-bin mode. So after setting that, to tell I want to use this new operation, this new feature, you click on sub-bin mode. After clicking on sub-bin mode, you click on start. Automatically that trade has started for you. So basically this is just for tutorial sake. The trade has started for you. So if, for example, let's say, remember we've told the bot already to be buying at various intervals. Let us imagine now with one coin, the bot has bought up to the 5th margin call, and you now maybe the other $50 that is left in your USDT, just like in my USDT, I still have about 253. So imagine, for example, this 253 is already assigned to all these coins, so that once the prices are going down, it is buying automatically whether I'm there or not. So that's why this 253 is there. But imagine I want to use this 253 for something else. I've removed it, and I don't want the bot to start at what I'll simply do is I'll just click on stop margin call here. I'll just say the bot, hey, that margin call I arranged and don't do. I've used the money for something else. You know what? Stop the margin call. So just make use of what you have already and trade with. If it's to the first, second, and third margin call you're able to buy, trade with just that. So basically, this is on topic 3, Royal Q and how to use the bot. It seems very, very difficult, right? That's because I'm showing you the basics of how to set your strategy yourself, right? Now, there's also another very simple part. This is called cycle. Let me quickly add this disclaimer. I do not use Cycle. I have never used it and I don't think I will use it, but it is a feature of the bot. Now, it's more like copy trading for those who are in Forex. Now, it's simply you go into Cycle, you see various people with their strategies. For example, this Crypto Bull, one of the best, they have over 7,000 users already. So once you click on them, you can see this is the profit they have made. This is the percentage of profit they've made thus far while trading. So once you click on the arrow there in front of the percent, these are the various coins they are trading. Also, sometimes this can also be a very good way for you to see trending coins or high valued coins. So once they're trading, you can use this or to know some coins you need to investigate, not just to look out for. So once you click on sync strategy, what happens is you now type in the amount of dollar you want to use as your initial buy amount and how many coins you want to put, as how many strategy you want to sync. But there's also a caveat here. Whenever you use that strategy, also know this. Whenever you make a profit, the crypto bull takes 1%. After setting it, you now sync. The reason why I don't really use that strategy is most people who trade with these use very big amounts. So the strategy is actually aimed just like the martingale strategy I told you of. So some strategies are like martingale, and it might not favor you who is trading with just a little capital. So I rather go know what I am trading with and go into the market and set